Welcome to Inside Scoop. I'm Sarah Raggi.
And I'm Erin Parak.
So let's talk soup because it is soup season. Soup is one of our favorite things to either weave into your current diet plan or to add in as a new part of your plan. It's grounding, it's warming, it's nourishing, it keeps you full. So this is our roasted root veggie soup.
Mm-hmm. I love it this time of year. You know, we're always wanting those squashes and sweet potatoes, carrots, parsnips. This one has rutabaga, and we're gonna link the recipe so that, you know, you'll have it for really easy making anytime that you want. So what we've got here, like I said, is our roasted root vegetables. So you can make them fresh if you wanted to, but you can also, let's say it's like Wednesday night and you ended up not eating all of the roasted vegetables that you had in your fridge, you can turn them into a soup. You can even have cauliflower in here if you wanted to. That's the thing with blended soups. Anything is fair game.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You can change your spices depending on what you have on hand, all of that.
Yeah, and we start with a bone broth base, which is another one of our favorite things. You know, sometimes even for a 4 o'clock mini meal, we'll heat up bone broth in a coffee cup and drink and go. It's delicious. You can add some quinoa to it, a little side tip.
Yes.
But that's kind of our base that we're starting with.
Yeah, you could do vegetarian vegetable broth if you wanted to. I just went with this because it is unsalted and there are very minimal ingredients. So that's something too, whenever you're making soups, you know, this is soup season, make sure you're reading the labels of the stocks that you buy, because a lot of times they are really high in sodium and sometimes they'll contain like oils and things.
And even sometimes added sugar.
Yeah.
But this is 1 cup has 9 grams of protein, so that's pretty awesome, and it tastes delicious.
So it makes a really great snack or a satisfying, nourishing dinner for your tummy. So to make the soup kind of quickly, what you want to do is you either roast your vegetables or you take them from the fridge that you've made a couple of days ago, and then you're going to dice up an onion. It doesn't have to be pretty because we're going to we're going to puree it all up. Onion, garlic, a couple of thyme sprigs. Let those kind of brown with a little bit of salt. Add in your bone broth. And then if you want to do spices, in this one I added some turmeric just because it's really great anti-inflammatory this time of year for the immune system.
Yummy.
Too. So there's some turmeric and a little bit of curry powder.
Yes.
Also. So we do that. We kind of bring the broth up to a boil, and then we're just going to dump in our root vegetables into our base. Blend it up. You could use a blender, or if you have one of those handheld immersion blenders, those are really great too. Blend it up, you know, reheat it, and it keeps for several days in the fridge, or you can freeze it.
Yeah. Soup is such an awesome thing to have as a dinner as well. If you are on more of a weight loss plan or looking to kind of drop a couple or just kind of get rid of that bloat, substituting a liquid dinner for a meal that you would traditionally have, even if it's like a lean protein, is always a win. And you will probably inevitably lose a couple pounds just doing that if you were to do that for like a week or so.
Yeah, I love to do it after like you're back from vacation, or if you've had like an indulgent meal the night before. You know, it's just good for your belly, good for your digestion.
Yeah, when you don't need that much. So, so now we're gonna show you how we blend it up and the final product. Okay, so now we're gonna show you how to put it all together.
So what I've done is I've just transferred that broth that with the onions and the thyme and the garlic and everything into our blender. And then we're going to transfer our root vegetables into the blender. And this is why I love parchment paper.
Yes.
Not only is it easy cleanup,
parchment paper,
but all you have to do is like pick it up, and then we're just going to transfer it in here, and it's zero mess, which is so great. Isn't that amazing? I mean, I just love it.
So easy. Put it on the blender.
Yep.
And again, you can use any kind of blender for this.
It's actually, if you have the little immersion blender, it's actually better because then you don't have to take it out of the pot. But then we're just going to blend it up.
Cooking with Erin. There you go.
How many seconds was that?
There's your
so
soup.
fast.
So easy.
Yeah. One thing though to note though when you are blending your soups is if it's really hot, you need to be careful, and you may have to blend it in a couple of batches because it'll expand and you don't want to burn yourself.
Yeah.
So
literally, this is it. Take a look.
Our roasted root
Have a
veggie.
puree. You can add, I mean, you could add a scoop of the ricotta Kite Hill to
Oh,
this.
yeah, make it like creamy.
You can, add
some
in like a,
coconut
yeah, you
milk
could add
in
some
it.
seeds, some pumpkin seeds, or
Pumpkin seeds with a little
mean,
crunch. And
yeah.
if it's like, you can play with the texture too. So if it's too thick, if it's too thin, just add extra water.
yeah,
Oh,
there
garnish.
you go.
Roasted
And
root veggie
that
soup.
is it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you soon.